Hi. This time, let us together make a round trip, starting in the US and then continue to China, Taiwan, and back to US. So, what happened recently in US is the CEO of TikTok USA, someone called Mr. I think Zhou Shouji, was grilled by the U.S. Congress. That means he was attending a hearing, and where the Congress people gave him a lot of, for him, uncomfortable questions. Basically, what they want to find out is if there is a link between TikTok and the CCP, Chinese Communist Party. And this guy, poor guy, he tried all the time to avoid, the question directly. And so many times, and so many Congress people ask him, yes or no, yes or no. and then instead of saying, yes, we are actually controlled by CCP, he was always saying, oh yeah, the TikTok is an independent company and we abide to American law and blah, blah, blah. So, and he managed to make many Congress people lost their patience. So I believe TikTok is in danger. I won't be surprised that it will be completely forbidden. The whole thing actually started already in Donald Trump's time. Yeah, and Donald Trump is an unusual president. Actually he wanted to ban totally TikTok, but then he managed to ban only for government officials. But now the discussion continues. And by the way, many countries have already joined this action. Most of the Western European countries, from UK, France, Sweden, Denmark, Norway, and so on, have already banned TikTok for the use of the government officials. And they are also now considering to extend the ban to all people. Like in this case, interesting enough, the country who is the pioneer in this, I would say, stopping TikTok, is India. India already year 2020. They were 100% convinced that TikTok has been used as a Trojan horse, the digital Trojan horse. You know the story of Trojan horse, yeah? And so TikTok managed to infiltrate in the society and collecting huge amounts of data to the big data centers in China. And CCP will use this data to strengthen their attempt to control the world and, of course, to control this country. Imagine, in US, there are totally 300 million users of TikTok. Most of them are young people. In the whole Europe, also 300 million. So it's a huge figure. Now, here I would like to give advice to all people who have business with China. Don't think that you do business with a so-called private company in China. Then you are actually not involved in politics and you are not helping CCP in some way. I'm sorry, you are wrong, because all major private company, except a private company which has a revenue of not more than 1 million, yeah, then maybe it's a exception, yeah. It's a very small company. Like a friend of mine in Shanghai, I asked him once, why don't you, add this business and that business to your company and make it a bigger business? Why only always keep under 1 million? He said, you see why? Because like we Chinese say, when the tree become big, it attracts all the storm. Yeah? So what he means is, he say, if I keep my company small and not more than 1 million revenue, the CCP is not interested in involving. So, and he is right. So remember, all major private companies, they are controlled by CCP. Sometimes they don't control the daily operation, they just watch. But whenever they find a need, according to them, then they will get involved and they will just keep order, and no private company CEO dare to say no to CCP. So you guys have to remember that, yeah? Now, so what happened in China also, when we come to international relationship, not only TikTok is happening things, China has recently, according to CCP, made a diplomatic breakthrough. And namely, one more country in the world recognize People's Republic, that means Communist China, as China, and establish a relationship, a diplomatic relationship. And by that, they also broke the diplomatic relationship with Taiwan, which is officially called the Republic of China, without the people, because they are really for the people. Then you don't need to mention people. And what happened is, it's very interesting, because Honduras is the country, Honduras in Central America. They were saying to Taiwan, you know what? China, People's Republic of China, is offering us many, many $1 billion if I break the relation with you and go to them. Now, I give you a chance. If you give me $2.5 billion, I stay with you. Interesting. That means, one thing is for sure, he does not disclose the exact figure, but I'm sure that People's Republic of China is offering much more than 2.5. I mean, because for him, for Honduras, it's less trouble just to stay if Taiwan pays. So he probably doesn't ask more than what China gave them. Yeah, and so, but we don't know how many. We only know that it must be more than 3 billion. Some figures say it was 6 billion. So anyway, but what I found it very good is the president of Taiwan, Tsai-Ing Wen, she said, no, we don't want to involve in such money game. Yeah, and she's right, because bought friendship is not friendship. You know, I make you my friend because I pay you a lot of money. I mean, hey, what is this? This is dirty business, right? Now, talking about the Taiwan President Tsai-Ing Wen, she is actually right now in the US. She paid a visit to New York, and she's going to attend a conference where she will deliver a speech, and she will also receive an award. And after that, she will fly to California and meet McCarthy, which is the spokesperson of U.S. Congress. So, and that, of course, upsets CCP tremendously. So they are of the opinion that now America and Taiwan together has again crossed the red line they've drawn. Okay, CCP love to talk about the red line. You are not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do that. And this is another red line. By the way, you guys should know that things are changing. Recently, and in the past year, many countries are sending their delegation of parliament member to Taiwan. Yeah? And the latest one, I find is fantastic. It came a big delegation with 156 people, members of parliament of the Czech Republic. Fantastic. People was joking, almost every Czech citizen was represented in this visit. So, and many other. I mean, you have French delegation, German delegation, Swedish delegation, and so on, the list is long. Now, talking about Congress and Parliament, one thing is fantastic is in the American Parliament, that means the US Congress, they have recently passed a new bill. And the bill is called Stop Organ Harvesting Bill. Yeah? Stop Organ Harvesting Act is also called. So, and what is that? Well, to stop people killing human beings, killing other people for their organs. And who has been doing that? CCP. We don't know exactly how many because it's secret. They all do it secretly, but a significant figure, as the London Tribunal 2019, under the leadership of Sir Geoffrey Nice, the conclusion of it was a significant number. So I only know the figure of transplantation in China, which is around 80,000 every year. And China's government, CCP, has never been able to explain where these 80,000 transplantation, where the organs came from, right? Now, what is new this time with the US Congress bill is in 2013, European Union passed a resolution to condemn the act of organ harvesting. Half a year later, the US also passed a resolution, but it was only a resolution condemning the practice of organ harvesting. This time is not just a resolution for that. It is a bill to actually urge the American government that they have to take action. If they find someone guilty involving in organ harvesting, these people will be punished, individuals or any entity. And the punishment can be up to 20 years imprisonment. So this is something new. And a penalty of up to $1 million. So this is not just talking now. This is not a toothless tiger. This is a tiger that have real teeth to bite. So, and I really think that gives hopes for humankind in the future, because killing people, and not by individual criminal, but sanctioned by a state, by a leading political party, the Chinese Communist Party, yeah, and in significantly large number of people, yeah. So that has been really a crime against humanity, and that must be stopped. Many, many healthy and young people in China got killed for their organs, yeah. So, and terrible. Even their family member know nothing about it. You know, their sons, their daughter, their husband, their wife just disappear from this planet because CCP has taken their organs to make money and also to serve all the high-ranking CCP official. Many high-ranking officials, they have, you know, they have many transplantation, new kidney, new liver, new heart, new lungs, terrible. And so I think this is really good things. And okay, so there is hope for our future. Thank you for today. And don't forget to check your subscription is still valid. And I'm happy if you click like. Thank you. Bye-bye.